everybody, Phil here for AndroidCentral.com, and we are here with a Toshiba Thrive 7. It's a honeycomb tablet. It's 7 inches, and not a whole lot here that you haven't seen before. So again, honeycomb. It does have a really nice resolution, 1280 by 800. On a 7-inch screen, it looks really, really good. Like it a lot. Usual honeycomb home screens. This is all powered by Tegra 2, 1 gigahertz processor with a gigabyte of RAM. Nothing we haven't seen over the past year or so, right? As far as apps that are preloaded on here, Toshiba's put a few on here. Quick Office. You have their little service station app, which they use for updates. It's actually quite nice. I like that. They've also put a few games on here as well, so you got a bunch of card games, and one of my favorites, backgammon. You also saw Kaspersky there if you worry about viruses and stuff. I don't. So really, kind of the big difference here is the hardware. Let's dive into the settings real quick and see exactly what we're dealing with. We have the 16 gigabyte version. There's also a 32 gigabyte version, which will run about $430, give or take. Indeed, we have Android 3.2. We have not heard anything on an ice cream sandwich update. We're still waiting for something official on that. So on the front, we have a 2 megapixel camera. It's actually half decent. The little with Google logo, you can't quite see there. And then that silver band comes around to the backside, and it's really nice. So there's a 5 megapixel camera with flash on the back. As you'll see further in the review, it's horrible. It's got a really nice rubberized, textured feel, just like the original Toshiba Thrive 10-inch. There is a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Now on this right bezel, or left bezel, depending on which way you're holding it, volume rocker and power button, and this cool little rotation lock switch if you don't want the screen to rotate. Now hidden here is a nice little door. Open up the door and you have a micro SD card slot. I know a lot of you worry about that. Mini HDMI, or mini USB, excuse me. Where did that come from? I thought we retired that. And then a micro HDMI port. And then that dock little port closes back up, and it fits very flush and nice, and I like that a lot. The other side, you got some FCC information tucked in there, and that's it. Down the bottom, dual speakers. Good to see. Too many tablets were coming out with only one. But look at the size of this charging port. It's insane. Look at that. It's big. It's huge. Here's the charger. Proprietary charger again. And look at the size of this thing. It's ginormous. I know I'm worrying a little bit too much about this because all it does is charge it. But geez, look at, I mean, we see a lot of tablets here, so we notice these things. It's huge. Look at the size of that heat. Oy, nuts. So there you go, guys. A pretty quick look at the Toshiba Thrive 7 tablet with honeycomb and a really huge charging port. See you later.